Here with his reaction, early Facebook and Google investor, Elevation Partners co-founder Roger McNamee. Roger, it's great to have you. Really interesting conversation with Andrew, and Altman kind of teased the audience with upcoming clues about the progress they've been making.
The man is really good. You can see why we've had this incredible mania for generative AI, because Sam Altman has this wonderful way of teasing out the story in a way that is essentially compelling to everybody. You know, the thing that he doesn't talk about, or at least he didn't talk about much in the presentation with Andrew, is that this is happening in the context of an economy that's really diverse, and it's resulting in a reallocation of resources. So sit there and think about the energy consumption requirements. Think about the theft of copyrighted materials. Think about the usage of water. All of these things are going to something which may be very valuable one day, but which today at least has cost an enormous amount of money, at least $150 billion invested, to generate a small fraction of that in revenue. And where there are some real questions about what the limits of the technology are. So people are trying to apply it in places where it's not likely to work. And so I think the thing that we as investors have to be asking is, you know, there's a set of questions. The philosophical one is this the best thing we can do with all this capital that's out there, particularly given, you know, the increasing evidence of climate change and other disruptions in the global economy that suggest that we're going to have to do more things in this country to protect, you know, our national security. But we'll see what happens. I mean, the guy's very, very persuasive. I think people are absolutely committed to doing this. We just don't know if it's going to work.
Other interesting thing he said, Roger, was this acknowledgement that it's going to require not just smart policy on the part of our government, but smart policy coordination among multiple governments. And who knows what kind of unreliable actors you might put in that pool.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on that. But one thing, Carl, that I think is really worth talking about is I've been in the business more than 40 years. I remember back in the 80s, an earlier generation of AI proponents who were basically making the case that, hey, if you give us 10 times as much compute as we have now and 10 times as much data, we will give you AGI. They were saying that in the 80s. They were saying that in the 90s. They were saying that in the aughts. And the technology moves back and forth. Sometimes it's machine learning. Sometimes it's neural networks. But the core point is it's always just one 10x turn of the crank away from AGI. And the reality is they've done a brilliant job of moving the goalposts. And I think they're going to do it again. I do believe people are going to spend a fortune on this technology. The key question is what you get from it. In a monopolized economy where you can force your customers to accept lower quality services, it's probably going to be okay for the companies that deploy it. I just think the experience as a customer is going to get worse across a lot of different categories very quickly. And in some places like healthcare, particularly things like therapy, it's going to be dangerous. And I think in things like search, no matter what Sam Altman says, the product isn't designed to distinguish facts from non-facts. And in search, you just don't want to have to fact check every result you get.